What is it with all these social media influencers just being absolutely awful people? Flat out terrible, disgusting, awful people. Now, I know this is nothing new, but it seems to me like this is becoming a trend for whatever weird reason. You've got the guy who is in Japan being absolutely disrespectful to the Japanese people and disrespecting their culture and refusing to even apologize for disrespecting their culture. You have the family of Lil Tay going so far as to saying she's dead. And then come to find out it's more than likely that Lil Tay is not dead. And it's all weird. It's like they all have main character syndrome, which I mean they're influencers. I hate that term. And anybody who considers themselves an influencer usually has main character syndrome. Not all the time, but usually. It's a very understandable thing to assume that a person might just have a little bit of main character syndrome if they consider themselves an influencer. Um, but it's just become really just toxic, toxic. And these people, as much as I hate the term influencer, they do have influence on tons of other people, usually minor children, who will imitate and emulate the way that you're acting. And it just it baffles me how these people don't have any form of self-awareness. Now, I am fully of the mindset that you are not in control of what your fans do, but you should still not really encourage breaking the law as part of your entertainment. Now, if you're somebody like Mr. Beast who goes and blows things up for a living and stuff like that, then yes, I don't think Mr. Beast is responsible for what his fans decide to do in ignorant ways. That's unfair. If Mr. Beast is doing everything within a controlled setting and in a safe setting, in a safe environment, but other people decide to imitate them, I don't think so. I didn't even think that with the Paul brothers. Like, yes, I knew they had some responsibility for how they were perceiving themselves to their young audience. But at the same time, at the end of the day, they are not 100% responsible for what kids do. It's their parents. Their parents, at the end of the day, need to monitor what they do. But recently, it has just been all over the place. You had, I think, Mizzy was the dude's thing, the idiot's thing, who broke into people's houses, stole an old lady's dog, and tormented a Jewish man, all for content. All for content. And here I am thinking to myself, baffled by this, which again, I shouldn't be, because anybody who seems to get fame on the internet for doing stupid things are usually awful, horrible, toxic people. So I shouldn't really be surprised or shocked by this, but I am each and every time, and it's just weird. It's weird that I am, but I am. I am. Because every time you think that humanity can't sink any lower, they do. They do. And I always wonder why they do. Because it doesn't make any sense. Because that little push of fame that you're going to get is only going to last you so long. Just look at Ice Poseidon. Look at how his career turned out. It's not going very well for him from what I can tell from the updates that I've heard from Mutahar and Moist Critical. Good Lord, I hate that word. But these people's careers aren't lasting long. They're becoming shorter and shorter. And that little ounce of fame that you get, the infamy, let me rephrase it, the infamy that you get, it's only going to get you so far. I am I am not a prude. I enjoy watching a lot of different types of content, but one thing I will always be against is content that breaks the law. And I'm not talking about me watching body cam footage or security cam footage where criminals are doing stupid things and they eventually do get arrested for this stuff. And so it's okay to laugh at the stupidity because everything's fixed and everything's okay. What I'm talking about is like actual people on the internet whose job it is, I use quotation marks there, job it is to be internet personalities. And they do nothing but cause torment and harm to people for content purposes. For content purposes. These so-called prank channels that love to do things because it gets them clicks and it gets them likes. See, I follow a couple of modern prank people. I don't know their names. I just know that they make me happy because they're doing actual pranks. There's a guy who dresses up like a bush, like a full-on bush inside of a pot on the side of the street, and he scares people, and they all laugh. And they all say, wow, that was a good prank. You got me. That's the way it should be. That's the way all pranks should be, where everyone is enjoying themselves. I mean, some of the people he's scared, I'm sure, they ran so far. We never know if they ever saw the video and laughed, but I know that their friends probably laughed at it. And if their friend was thin-skinned, they probably told him to suck it up a little bit. Because he wasn't intentionally trying to harm anybody. He wasn't intentionally trying to cause people torment. He was just having a little fun, and that's what pranks used to be. But prank channels and influencers have all just decided, hey, let's be the worst versions of ourselves. Did we not learn anything from the fake channels like Joey Salads? And I like Joey Salads. I have a lot of respect for how he changed his life. But have we not learned anything from him? Even Joey himself would tell you, don't be an idiot like this. Don't do this crap. Don't do the crap that he used to do. He would be the first person to tell you. I don't care if you like him as a person. I don't care if you like his YouTube content. I don't care if you like his political beliefs. I don't care about any of that. What we're talking about is just simply how he changed as a content creator for the better. You can disagree with what his views are, but he still has changed for the better. He's not causing harm to people anymore. He matured. But these content creators don't want to mature. They just want to constantly cause torment over and over again, more and more torment because they can. It feeds their ego, their massively large ego. And then families being as evil as Lil Tay's family, faking her death. Like, these are some repulsive people, and somehow they still get followers. They still get likes. They still get all this nonsense. People still support Illuminati. Blair. It's a very small amount of people, I will give you that, but they still support her. There are still defenders of her. And it's because they've built their egos up so high that they think that they're too big to fail. And in some cases they are, but in others, like Blair's situation, she loses thousands and thousands of followers each and every day when somebody new finds out what she's done. But I needed to rant about this because I've been hearing a lot of negative news about a lot of influencers getting online just doing stupid crap. And yes, some of it's funny. In concept, it's funny to see how they've ruined their career. But it's still not funny, the lives that they've tormented and tortured because of it. Take that prankster who got, hit with a bullet because he messed with the wrong person. They really need to start thinking about who they're tormenting and what they're doing to people because it's getting really disgusting. But that's something that society keeps feeding into. It's the negative. The positive rarely gets any attention. It rarely does. But I hope, and even that's on me too, because I focus a lot on the negative too, but I cover a whole wide range of things, or I try to. But maybe, just maybe, me getting this off my chest will make me want to focus on more positive things, because that's what I want to do. I really do. But it depends on what my brain decides to focus on that day. But yeah. Guys, I hope that you're being positive, and I hope that you have a wonderful day or evening or whenever you watch this. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to entertain you just a little bit. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Do all the things that you do at the end of the video, like, share, all that stuff, and I will see you later. This is Gabe Radio Blobfish signing off, so take care and God bless. Peace out, everybody. And remember to be good to one another, because there's too much evil in the world. Goodbye.